Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Great to see you. I am live again. It's late. It's 8:27 here at night, which means it's 11:27 on the East Coast, which means you'll see this tomorrow. If you want to, you may or may not. I don't know if you'll see it or not, but we are live. I'm live in the private Facebook group. We have a Facebook group that we have now for what do we have a Facebook group for? We have it because we want to train people how to use live streaming and get them to learn the craft, but we're doing it a little differently by putting them in a place where they can actually learn exclusively. So our goal one day is to have a full live streaming studio and teach people the different aspects of live streaming. I just got done with one of the craziest live streams, not because it was too crazy. I just had a lot going on. So I actually was running two different live streams at the same time. I was running one here in the studio behind me. I don't know if I think I turned the cameras off. Did I turn the camera off here? Let me see. I don't know what's is that it? Hold on. Yeah, so I'm running this camera. So this is the podcast room here in Phoenix, Arizona, Premier Studio. So I was running that angle, and then I was running a remote live stream as well for a church in Phoenix, my home church, Bethesda Community Baptist Church. I was running that. So what I was doing, I'm going to show you how I was running it because I think it's probably better to see how this actually works. And I'm probably going to, what's the best way for me to show you real quick? Let me just pull it up on the screen. So basically, and let me see here. Oh, let me move that there. There we go. Transition over. So, basically, let me see, studio mode. There we go. I basically would access my computer at the studio, and I'm going to sign into my church's website. This is how you actually do a remote broadcast. And people, these are actually computers that I have on. So I can log onto this computer with my pen and allow yourself to put the right code in there. So once I do this, I can log onto the computer, and you'll see that I can use Google Remote to actually pick whatever monitor I want. This is two individual monitors, so I'll close this out right here. You can see this monitor on the right is actually the TV screens, and this is the left screen. So I'm using Video Ninja to share to this, and the reason I'm doing that is so that I can actually make the computers talk to each other, because there's a computer in front and there's a computer off to the side. So basically I log into this computer, go to display, and I choose right here on the side, I choose display, which is right here. I can choose display 1. So now that maps as my screen here. And then I can actually just open OBS here. I don't know if it's on this computer or not. I can open OBS Studio. This one hasn't been updated in a long time because we don't run OBS on this computer anymore. Once it opens, you basically are controlling another computer. So we haven't used this in a while. Skip that version. Yeah, we don't use Stream Effects. So this is how you control OBS remotely. I know it's a trade secret that I don't think many people want to talk about. But Google Remote is the tool that you should use to help your live stream out, to troubleshoot, to do any type of podcasting if you need to do some different video sharing and stuff like that. If you're using a remote computer in the room, like if I go over there and sit at the table over there, I would possibly have my tablet on Google Remote over here so that I could actually share the resources off of that computer. I have a TV screen here. I have a TV screen over there back in the corner, as you can see. And so using Google Remote is actually a very, very useful tool. I think one of the things as podcasters we should work on is being able to understand what tools work for us and what tools don't. Also being able to troubleshoot. I had an instance somewhere in the podcast where an individual was good evening, Miss Tamara. Good. That's the connection. One of my friends referred me to another friend, and we've been working together to get her channel. So I asked that you would subscribe to her channel. I hope I can find. I wonder if I can find it real quick and drop it in the chat. I don't have any moderators, so. But Tamir's an up and coming YouTuber that I think you guys should follow. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. I don't always spell your name right. Let me see if I got it right here. There we go. Tamara Neely, right? I'm going to drop this in the chat. Copy. And follow her channel. Yes. Not just because she follows me or anything, but because she's going to be great on YouTube. So, back to what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying. I got lost. Know your tools. That's it. Google Remote works really good. I'm kind of dialed into my system now. I got my cameras. I'm kind of a Lumix guy, so I got Lumix cameras everywhere. You know, I got this right here. This is my one of the G4s. The studio has a bunch of cameras. I personally have a G4, a G7, and a G8 5S, which is what I use the most, which is what I'm streaming on now. I will say the quality between the G7 and the GH5S is night and day. If you're looking at the quality of my camera, and the Sigma lens does help, but even if I use just a regular stock lens, I feel like it's probably one of the better things that you can do to improve your quality. So yeah, so that's kind of what I am on tonight. It's like I said, it's 8:30. I might get out of here pretty soon. My backpack's in the other room. I've been charging my tablet so I can do some work at the house. But keep going on your live streaming journey. One of the things that did happen tonight was kind of weird. I had too many windows open because I'm running a monitor here, a 27-inch internal 15.6, and then I'm running a 50-inch TV off of my hub with a screen that's right there in the back. That's a screen right there that I'm controlling. So when I move, that's connected to this screen right there. So as you can see, I can put something up on that screen. I think my video card started overloading, meaning that I had too much stuff running. So I had 10 windows open, OBS, and then I had, what else did I have? I had 10 windows open, and I had Photoshop open. I need to close Photoshop, right? So over here in the bottom right-hand corner, oops, my bad. Let me switch back to live broadcast, split screen. Why does it do that? I have there we go. Wait. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Zoom. I don't know why it does that. I have a shortcut key set for Zoom, but it keeps switching to the Zoom broadcast that has a little swipe sound in it. But over here in the bottom right-hand corner, your CPU usage, I think, should be, to me, around less than 30% for whatever computer you have. I got my frame rates running at 60 because I had to fix that later. But I did have an instance tonight where I had too many windows open, and then when I would open up my filters, which is something that I would do here, I had too many microphones going, and so I clicked on the filters here, right? And actually, I clicked on the filters for the audio. So I clicked here, I clicked on filters, and I had a noise gate on here. So every time I tried to move the noise gate, my screen would get kind of black. If you start noticing that in your live stream presentation, I probably would not continue to play with the filters during the live stream. It does get a little hectic, but yeah, those were the troubles that I had tonight. Nothing major, but definitely make sure that you are troubleshooting your OBS and your live stream as you go. I did a video on YouTube about another software called Meld Studio. It was pretty cool. I think I'm just so dialed into OBS and knowing how to use that I'm probably not going to switch. A couple people are saying they're going to switch. To set up, it is a little easier, but there's so many features missing that I've become dependent upon. It's very, very troublesome for me to even learn a new software right now. Another thing I used tonight was the OBS social stream. That is a plugin that allows you to pull comments in just like Restream. It's completely free. It's a standalone. You can actually, I don't know if I can maximize this here, but you can actually download Social Stream, and it's a little complicated. You add your YouTube username here, or you add your chat ID here on the screen. It says YouTube ID. Let me see if I can zoom up. Yeah. So up here, you add your username or your ID. All of these platforms are available. Let me switch to tutorial. That's easier. All of these platforms are available to add chat from. And they're all here, and they all pop up on the screen. And then just like Restream or Ecamm, you can highlight the comments, and then they pull up. Once again, the learning curve is a little bit higher than using the built-in system. But the thing is I'm not paying any money for OBS. I'm not paying any money for Video Ninja. I'm not paying any money for Social Stream. I'm not paying any money for plugins. The multi-stream plugin that from Atom works. So learn your tools, whatever you use. If you use Ecamm, master Ecamm. If you use Restream, master Restream. Point is that when you got to get it done, take the tools and the time that you need to get it done and make it happen. I posted a little funny video on my TikTok today that R. Kelly released a song from prison. So if he can release a song from prison, how come you can't get your live stream and your podcast going the way you need it to go? That's what I need you to do. So if you have any questions, please consider, if you want to reach out, I may do something where I open up the Facebook group to anybody who wants to join it. But at some point, there will be a requirement for an email address or a donation or something. But I'm dropping tools in there every day. I'm actually going live on there right now. It's called Live Streaming Academy. You can look it up. And yeah, so that's my show for tonight. I just wanted to go live to kind of keep the momentum going of having to put out several different streams a week. I have a posting schedule that my AI gave me, and I have a posting schedule that I wrote basically to put out 7 pieces of content a week, a short every day. Well, Monday through Thursday is short. That's 4. Long form video, 5. Mid-range video, 10 to 15 minutes, and then put out an evergreen video as well. So that's my posting schedule. I think that keeps your algorithm going, and it's key to keep your algorithm going because you don't want to lose you don't want to fall out of the algorithm. It's very hard to get back in the algorithm. So you just got to keep posting content, relevant content. If you're struggling with content, consider using ChatGPT, Google Gemini, AI Magnus, DeepSeek, something to give you a idea of what you need to post. And really dig into niching down into your audience. You could do something that requires you to do a broad subject, but I would really encourage you to find what your niche is. My niche just happens to be live streaming and OBS, mostly churches, but I'm going to dig into some podcast stuff later, being that we have all this equipment around here. So if you guys need to reach out to me, you can always reach out to me on the website, book a call, and let me know if you have any questions. I don't really have nothing to say. I'm going to wait 30 seconds. It says I got 4 viewers. I don't know if anybody has anything to say or any questions to ask. I certainly would do a question and answer session. You know what? Let's take a small pivot here. Let's go over to, I'm going to do something, but I'm going to just try it, see how it goes. I'm going to go over to the OBS studio group and see if there are any questions I can answer on there, just to see if I can help some people out tonight. So let me go over to the OBS studio group. Let me pull my comments over to another screen so I don't miss anything. And so let's go over to the OBS studio group because I'm in here. Let's read these real quick. This will probably be cool. This might be a weekly thing right here. It says, hi guys, and I'm not an expert, but I just want to see if I can answer some of these questions. Hi guys, please help me. Please, we're live streaming a room and my boss wants to cover everyone walking inside with an emoji. I tried Snap Camera, but it only works when people are real close. Any suggestions for a better way to detect and cover all people in the room? I don't have any answer for that. I think it would be darn near impossible to try to cover every single person walking in a room and trying to cover their face with an emoji. I'm sure there's some AI software that may be working on it, but I wouldn't recommend it because I think it would be a terrible memory hog on your computer trying to recognize faces while you're streaming, cover them, and then motion track them into into OBS. That's just weird. I don't think that would work. Let's see. Hey guys, I'm making switch from Windows to Mac because those new M4 chips, they seem to be doing really well. So my question is, how do I get NDI siphon out of OBS? Any helpful links or tutorials? I've done this on Windows before. It's not hard. NDI to Resolume. The main way is Mac has a set of NDI tools that you can use and you can download. Also, built-in web server sockets will help with that as well. So NDI video tools are readily available on Windows and Mac to control it. Tools like Video Ninja will definitely help you send out your signal, but you definitely can just download the NDI tools. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Mac is a little harder to set up. Let me see. This one says I'm not a fan of OBS. Windows at web. Let me see. Let me see here. Any replies. Let me see. Why you switch from OBS and it's like Windows Mac search live in 41 hours non-stop Windows laptop. Yeah, I mean he's probably thinking that the Mac 4 chips are a little better. So it is what it is. Let's go to the next question. Does anyone have suggestions for fixing drop frames on my network? I have good download upload speeds, but I typically stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. However, I've been experiencing drop frames, buffering issues in the past few days. For me, the issues I were having with buffering and frames came down to my network settings. My network settings were really, really bad. And what I found is that I was unable to get my network to agree with the settings on my laptop. That was for me. Using the right video card. Also here on my settings, when you go into settings, there's so many different settings that you can set here in your video, on your stream, and your video output. Actually, where is it at? Stream output. Okay, so here you have all these settings that you need to regulate. Your bit rate. You have your bit rate control. All of these, depending on your graphics and your GPU card. Your keyframe, if you set it to 0, that's usually about a 2-second delay. Your preset quality, right? I've tried high to low preset quality. Good quality works for me. Your tuning, your passes, I've tried to run full resolution. It doesn't work for this computer. Your profile, your look ahead, your adaptive, and your beat frames. You have to play with all this to make sure you got it right. And you definitely want to make sure that let me hit cancel and zoom in so I can, let me hit zoom in first and then go to settings. There's one key thing that you have to do here, and that's on your output. Make sure that you pick the right video encoder, right? It's not going to do it because I'm streaming right now, but there's several different video encoders in here. AOV, AV1, NVEC H.264, and there's NVEC H.265 on newer computers. So make sure that you pick the right card when you're doing this so that you don't have that problem with the stream. Any responses here that would give you some insight? Issues like that come due to unstable network connection, speed, internet traffic. Yes. Can cause by other traffic on your network. Absolutely. Also frame, your drop frame beneath your network. So this is a network answer right here. This says we use restreamed service. They have commercial grade bandwidth. So definitely bandwidth. Also try going IP4 versus IPv6, which is a Windows setting that you can change. Also on your network, you can change. You can change it on Mac. I just don't use Mac, so I can't tell you how to do it. So that's what I had to do. Hi, I'm having problems setting up layout for streaming. Can somebody help me with a good link? They're not giving any problems with what they're setting up. You've seen my layout dozens of times. So layout comes down to going somewhere else and trying to figure out what you want to set up. Obviously, I have my live broadcast link, which is this look. And then I have my zoom in, which has a sound to it now. And then I have my split screen. I've got my tutorial. I've got my custom. I set up some new scenes tonight. I don't know if they'll be in here for another church. Where is it at? Let me see here. Small church, TVC. So this is TVC. I set up for them on the spot while I was live streaming, and I added their chat over here to this window. That was actually their YouTube chat. So I actually popped out the comments, and that's what I did. So getting your layouts is basically something that you have to work on. And I would admonish you to practice setting this stuff up. Once you get it set up, it's pretty cool. So I can't answer that question. Hi, I want to live stream. Oh, let me go back to split screen. I want to live stream a cricket matches using 3 mobile cameras, third-party scorecard manager on multiple Facebook pages and YouTube channels. Can someone help me? I can pay for this. Thanks. This was March 17th. I could, you see, reach out to me. Reach out to us. Okay, so I will tell you how to do this. Simple way is it's on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple Store, right? The one thing you can download, which works really, really good, is Video Ninja. Has an app, a native app, right? So this is the app. It works fairly well. You can go on each phone, and you can add each phone when you go on there. It will ask you to how do you want to share this. So you share it by adding your device on to the app, and then it will give you a web link. So then that will give you 3 different web links, right? If you do Video Ninja, just the actual this way, where you create a room, you can name the room here test, right? And I'll just enter the control, and then you can invite people via this guest link. So when you invite people via this guest link, then you have 4 links. Now the thing is, this is a little bit more resource intensive, and once you get resource intensive, right, you start putting these links into your OBS, and then you have multiple cameras. I would say use the app. The app is less resource intensive because it's just a browser source, and it ends up looking better. And I've actually done this on a podcast, and actually did it on my own podcast video 2 days ago, where I put my camera on OBS. And once I did that, I was able to run a stream off my phone and switch between my phone and my actual camera. So if I go to view my channel, it was the last link. I'm going to mute this tab because I don't want this to come up. Right here, videos, can't afford a camera. This is the Video Ninja app. So I will drop this link in the description so you can watch it and you can see yourself how to do it. There you go. And so that's the front camera of my phone using the app. This is somewhere here. That's still the front camera. This is the back camera. This is the back camera. This is 1080 HD. This is actually 1440. I think I ran this at a very high level. But yeah, this is my camera. And the difference between my camera and the let me see here. My camera and the my Lumix is a little different, but if you don't have a camera, so the individual, if they reach out to me, I will shoot them a way to do this. And let me go back to the rest of the group. Third-party scorecard manager, multiple Facebooks. If you want to do multiple Facebooks, I would use the AITUM plugin to do that. YouTube channels. So if you're going to do that many channels, though, I got another service that I'm working on here that will allow you to go to 10 destinations at once. So we'll review that before the weekend is out. Hello, I'm new to LBS. How about OBS? Does anyone want to come help me out? They turned off the admin. I mean, I would send them title to help them out, but I'm not going to do that. Looking into OBS, all cool kids are. Tried looking for answers to a few questions, but couldn't find them. Really bad at searching. First of all, understand it's possible to record individual tracks of participants locally. Is this correct? Secondly, presumably, the above means that each participant in the session has to have OBS installed and running. Right. So this says no individual tracks if possible. Zoom and other service that may be hardware solutions. I would tend to disagree with that. There's some plugins that you probably could add to make this happen. And I think you can do a source record. So I don't know if it would. You can also do when you add the vertical plugin, you can also record on the vertical plugin as well. So there's a way to record the live output. And then if you have a secondary video card, you can record 2 different video outputs at the same time. So there is a way to do that. Audio, we've covered audio in another video where you can actually assign the audio to different outputs. And when you pull it in the CapCut, they're all on different outputs as you set them up. So it is possible to do probably 2 camera angles, I believe, as well as 2 audio signals, if not more. So yeah, there's a way to do that. So I think I'll do this more than once. Here goes an answer right here. Short answer: you can record separate audio track. You can record separate tracks in OBS. Each person will need their own mic. The other one mic's on here. And no, each person doesn't have to have OBS running. Your next probably tell me more. And Video Ninja, which is what I recommend. By using a secure website, have remote guests. You can create a room, send them a link, and they can click, and bam, they are connected. That's a great answer. Exactly what I would recommend. I think the video app though I think the Video Ninja apps might work a little better because it doesn't depend on one computer to pull all the links into the stream. But yeah, at the end of the day, we are getting into coaching more and teaching more, and so we hope that you stick it out with us on this journey. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to us. It's almost 9 o'clock. I got to go home. I've been up all day. It's late, and I got a whole lot of stuff going on this week. So, yes, reach out to me if you